Hey guys, I am back. Welcome to my channel. My name is Jenny and I'm the Curly Q Scrapper. Today I have a layout share. I'm going to put a bunch, you'll see a bunch of layouts away, and I have a small pile in front of me of just some base pages that I recently completed. And so let's get going. Where I can, I'm going to try to, if I remember, like if it came from a sketch or if it came from whatever inspiration, I'll try to mention it here. Okay, so this first layout is from a sketch from the last go around, so the 11th, the 30 days of sketches 11th. And it's this beautiful sketch by Julie Moreau. You can see it. And so I had the base page. Obviously, I just added the photo. I did my title work, some embellishments, and then I know I apologize already for the glare, but I did do a pocket page. This is what I typically do when I have an excess of photos. So there are those. Let me set this off to the side here. This is another base page. I think these are all base pages. Yep, they're all base pages. I think these following ones are from paid content from Scrapbook Generations during the National Scrapbook Weekend. They had an event, and so this is one where I just added some photos. Again, I had no idea what I was going to be scrapbooking when I created this, but look how beautiful the pictures turned out on here with this collection. Really cute. Here is another one, and this is again very simple, just the strips here, a strip here, and then you do your embellishment here. These are different dies and doily dies and just regular other dies that I had in my stash, and you just kind of overlap them, and then I use the same punch to kind of create little flowers in each of the clusters here. And then this is another one I ended up picking up. This was a collection. It's one of the designer ones from Joann's, where they do have like both sides printed on. I don't remember what collection this was. It reminds me of Paige Evans, but I don't want to say that that's what it is, but I loved that one of the pages had all these tags. So if you can imagine the tags, before I put the pictures on, that's all it is. It's just 6 tags here. I did the ribbon work during the event, and then put these flowers down. These are just from my stash, and then I found the photos, and then I ended up just finishing embellishing each of the clusters. Oh, this arm is killing me right now. Doing that stretch. Oh my God, we're out of shape over here. Okay, so this was another fun one. Again, no photos when I created this one. It's just a whole bunch of the different blocks. This is great for use of scraps. And then I had these pictures already in printed pictures in my stash, and I did the title work here. If you wanted to do the title work here, if you had 3 photos, you could have put the 3rd photo here, or did the title here and put your photo over here. It's really up to you. And then I went ahead and I just had these little flowers and stuff on my in my color bins, and so I added those to it. All right, so this is, let me do the smaller bin first. This other one is really packed. And if I know that I've done it as a result of certain series, I will make sure I also note that. Oh, okay. It also serves as a memorabilia. Memorabilia bin is all at the bottom. Okay, so this is from the June collection Obsession. This is one of the layouts from the 49 and Market Vintage Artistry Serenity. This one as well. This one, oh, this is for Tool Time for the month of, must have been the month of July, with the cut file. And just took, this is just using up what I have. I had this paper already lying around. I already had the cut file. So I just concentrated on the embellishing, the title work, the journaling, and finishing off clusters here. This was, I think this is from May. So this is the Simple Stories, the Indigo. Whatever the Indigo title was, oh god, I forget, but it was from a collection Obsession. I think it was for the month of May, if I'm remembering correctly. Very cute. And then this is just from my stash. This is just using stuff from my stash. It's a 2-pager, so let me move this over. Hopefully you can see it. And I'm sorry for the glare. Here's the 2 pages. And these are all going in the family album. So, this is, I'm like, this one came, no, this is just a pocket page, extra photos. This is another base page that I used up with the photos, so I just concentrated. I think this is a 2-pager. Yeah, okay, let's see. There's that one, the 2-pager. No, I think it's backwards. I think it's backwards. I think it's like this. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Yeah, because here's the title, and then some additional, all of these are stamped images, everything in the navy. And then these are from a base page from a older collection that I have in my stash. I think it's I want to say it's a Webster's Pages. I'm not 100%. But I created this in base pages. Did some, and I think I also used this for stenciling because I did some stencil work back here. Awesome. So this goes, and he added additional photos go in there. And then this was for a Through the Rainbow. I know it was I believe it was the mustard color. This was such a fun layout to do. Such a fun title. Yeah, all of it. I just love it so much. This is a 2-pager. Oh, this one is escaping over here. I'm just gonna have to put some adhesive while I talk you through here. I think this came from here. This come from here? I think so. Let me just look at the bottom. This come from here? Oh, I don't know. Did this come from here? I wouldn't think so. No, I think it's from the other one. Okay, so this is another 2-page layout, and I love the block design. Normally, I just would have done this side, and then but I like that I just, with the 2 strips here of paper, I was able to use this very, very old Queen & Company like felt adhesive backed border. And then I just took my alphas here and it just kind of came together. I used some of my dog related stash, used my punches here, and again did more stamping. I was in a stamping kick for a while. Ooh. And then I have this one. And then this one here is it's just a one-pager. It's just using a base page from Jen Hadfield that I just was sitting there waiting for photos. And you know, I have really good luck with the base pages, particularly in the summer months, because man, sometimes I just want to do something quick. I don't want to spend like I don't have the entire day to work on stuff. So there's that one. I think that's where it goes. Yeah, something similar to this. Okay, so here we go with this one, and I will be back in just 1 second. Okay guys, I am back with another big stack of layouts to go through. So first and foremost, this is from a collection obsession when I used the Cocoa Vanilla a storyteller collection. I did some watercolors here. That was a lot of fun. Some stitching as well. This was from another collection obsession. I don't remember which month. I think the collection was an Echo Park called Hello Again, I think, if I remember correctly. And then I was on a stamping, I was mentioning stamping mood. That's all stamping right there. This was a base page from this was a Jen Hadfield, and so if you can think of this like deconstructed, these strips of paper here, the outline, the frame, the wood grain, and that was it. And then everything else, the photo, the mats, everything else just came from my stash. I don't think there's anything from the embellishments, just because that one is more centered on home and this was a little bit different. Here's another base page I did. Gosh, I think these are quite a long time ago. So this is from an old crate paper, and just the papers, and then everything else again is from my stash. And then it has a nice little flip there. Same crate paper, brought just stuff in from my stash for the title, for the labels, for the embellishments all around. It was all from my stash. This was a beautiful paper. Now I can't even remember who made it. No, I'm not gonna try to guess. But I didn't have any of the embellishments for it. This is everything is from my my stash. Wood veneers, doilies, tags, and the title. The title still makes me laugh. I almost blacked out. This is a 2-page layout. This is again using that Jen Hadfield collection. Very simple, very photo heavy, and I used some of the embellishments and then I brought in some. All right, this was using one of my winter collections. I did this for a online virtual crop, this base page, and then once I got the pictures, I just went back. It was a virtual crop where they provided you with product. So I had quite everything that you see on here in terms of embellishments came with the collection. So this is just using some of my dog themed stash. Everything from here is from, I think it's from the same line, probably not. But I decided to do this a little separate, a little different than I normally do. Not a little separate, but I did this edge here so you could see the brown here. and then brought out the different elements here along the half circle. This one I want to say was for a 30 days of sketches. I didn't keep the 30 days of sketch with me with this one, but this one I remember was a lot of fun. This is an old this is an older collection. Like I barely have like maybe a couple of papers, and I'm determined to use it. It's the Molly and Jane, something and Jane, Millie and Jane, something like that, collection. And so this was a lot of fun. And this is also a 2-page layout, lots of photos. Ooh, sorry about that. Lots of photos with this one. This was just a sports themed one from using some of my sports themed papers. This is what's the Joann's paper? The name escapes me, but this is one of their paper pads. And it reminds me, every time I see it, it reminds me a lot of Auburn Lane. And so it's just a really simple layout. Uh-oh. I'll have to find where that one came out of. Okay, it wasn't this layout. I'll have to find it. And then this is using the same collection, the same paper pad, sorry. This is, I don't know if this was a sketch or not. I can't remember. But really cute. Love the use of the yellow with this one. This was a pink paisley paper pad. This is that same Joann's paper. Can't remember the name of it. I think I'm gonna have to double check some of these, make sure they're really adhered really well. Sometimes I'm really bad at forgetting to like do the test. Like, see, I can already see this is coming up here. Same one again, because it's documenting her graduation. I try to use and be consistent with the paper pad that I was using. And this is Jen Hadfield. So again, think of it deconstructed with just the three or four strips of paper here. This blue, this pink, this white, and then the floral. And then everything else basically coming out after it. And then I made a second base page, and here it is to make it a double page layout, because I made several base pages with this particular collection, so you'll see it repeatedly. This was another base page that I made. I think this was National Scrapbook Day last year, 2022, with Janet from RTS Scrapbooking. I think she had some content related to this, a 4x4, I don't remember, but it documents all of that. Oh, and it's a 2-pager. I don't think it started as a 2-pager, but it became a 2-pager because of the amount of photos that I had. So there's that. This was a lot of fun. This was one of the one of the prompts was stamping. It must have been for tool time. And I did some stamping back here, and it's very vague over here. But using this summer collection, I think it was a Simple Stories. This was another one using that that same collection as previously, the one that I've shown before several times. And so again, none of the photos I had at the time, but I thought it was really nice to be able to matte them on black to bring out the black here, and like that's just a little bit on the paper here in the background, and then just kind of use some of the colors in here to embellish. And then here's some additional ones. I think this is one of the first base pages that I did with this collection. Oh, so fun. So fun. And again, much of the embellishments and stuff are for this collection were very farmhouse. So they didn't apply to obviously my subject matter. So I just went and diving into my own stash for all of that. And then this was, I think this was a collection obsession for maybe February, where you had to use like Valentine's themed, or I decided to use Valentine's themed, but to basically make it so that it really wasn't a story about like a couple or a love of something, but rather to use it as her love of, these were her shows growing up, her favorites. Okay guys, so I have a couple of more stacks of layouts to share with you. This is one that I recently worked on. Again, it was using a base page. So this was already framed to this star paper. And I had this, it's just like a large triangle, this green paper. And that was it. That was the base page. And everything else I just used from just some paper that I had laying around that is sports themed. So that's what you see here. So that's that one. And this is another one. Again, the base page, if you can take a look, that it was here and here, those kind of uneven strips that just kind of slant just a little bit. And I did leave the placeholders for the mats for the photos. So this mat was here as well as these two. And believe it or not, this is actually a Christmas, from leftovers from a Christmas collection. So I took the leftovers that I had in the paper and just did the title work. Those are just using some metal dies. And if you see this beauty right here, this is a wood grain die. It's absolutely gorgeous. So yeah, so then I just worked on my clusters and bringing certain pops of the green in all three clusters. This is from Auburn Lane. And then I just went through my color binders to try to find different elements that I thought would go well here. So I brought in some of this kind of pre-cut leaves that I had from just leftover paper. I just keep a stack of those, as well as the cameras. And I, believe it or not, I actually am using my ribbon, that ribbon that I talked about in my Dirty Little Secrets, the organza ribbon. Yes, it's that beautiful golden color. Because this is not quite yet, you'll see that lots of yellows in the photo, so I thought that was a really good pop of color. I apologize ahead of time for any glare. I've just tried to turn on some lights here, and this is a 2-page layout using a Recollections paper pad. So 0 embellishments with this one. It's just using the beautiful papers in this travel paper pad. So I'm about to put these, like I mentioned, these layouts away. So I thought this was a good time to be able to share it with you. I've brought in a chipboard, some other items from my stash from travel. I used a motorcycle metal die, some wood veneers, some flair. So that is that one. I think this was from a collection obsession from last year, either December or November. So this was just using, I want to say Jen Hadfield. This reminds me very much of Jen Hadfield. Yeah, I'll make sure that as I mentioned probably before, I'll try to link all of the different series where these layouts came from in the description box. So this is a 2-page layout. This is using a Illustrated Faith collection that somebody had just left at the swap table at one of the crops I attended. So you can see that there is nothing related to faith, but I just love this floral color here on, you know, this layout. And then I just did a little bit of embellishing of the flowers with some glitter glue, and called it good all over. Even on the little tassel thing. I'm just gonna move this. This is another base page. So if you can imagine all of the embellishments off and none of the photos or anything. So it's just these papers just overlapped here, this strip of paper. And then this is the remaining, the floral, the butterflies, this tag, the title, obviously. Everything else was from my stash. Nothing from, I don't think either the embellishments from this collection didn't work or there just weren't any. I can't remember. This is from a winter collection. I think I mentioned I took a virtual I attended a virtual crop that came with materials. And so this is one of, I believe this may have been one of the sketches they provided, or it was a 30 days of sketches. I think it was a 30 days of sketches from last go around. This is one of my favorites. This is the Simple Story, Simple Vintage Lakeside. I absolutely loved this paper. I wish I had more of it, but it is what it is. I've used quite a bit of it already. I only got select items, and then the rest of the things that you don't see, like this is just a cut apart. I just cut out. Some of these are punches. This is, I think, a 30 days of sketches as well. And then I used my Cricut to get the extra fish and the fishing pole here. Really, really cute. And I did this for both of my girls. This is just using a different collection. I love this paper collection. But this is another layout that I did for their favorite shows. So this is for my other girl. You've seen the one for the youngest, and this was for maybe 30 days of sketches. I can't remember. But this is also using the storyteller. Maybe it was just for that collection. Storyteller collection for one of the collection obsessions. Oh, excuse me, I've got a little frog throat. Here's another one using the Cocoa Vanilla Storyteller. Really cute. And I'm gonna have a companion page, pocket page, but I just haven't done it yet, but that will be with it. Here's a really cute one using this pool. Looks like the bottom of a pool tiles here, and it's just about her swimming classes. I've just I had that paper. I brought in scraps from my stash. The pink, this heart one is an Amy Tangerine, and then the rest of the items I brought in from my summertime embellishments and sticker sheets. So I just went ahead, I already had these seahorses that were in the cut files in that stash, excuse me. And yeah, the flip-flops were already in my stash. These I cut apart, and these I cut apart. So very cute. This was following, I think this was for my Dirty Little Secrets. This was my Dirty Little Secrets layout. I had been hoarding these letters. They are loose letters from Heidi Swap. And I had two packages of them that I had purchased and had not even used one. So this is my little Dirty Little Secrets. This is the Simple Story, Simple Vintage Indigo Garden collection. Oh, I just love this one so much. It's such a beautiful collection. I did just very simple, the strips. I embossed this mat here. I double matted, but just embossed the green. And then I just did, just with the white pen, if you can see just the framing here along the edges, just to give it a little bit more interest, because it's very plain. It's a very plain background without it. This is another one using that same collection. So cute. It's just the basic strips of paper. It is framed. I'm on a framing kick. I used all of the embellish from it, so I'm really happy. I think that one I did buy the enamel dots, so I did have coordinating enamel dots for that. This is one for, I want to say it's for Through the Rainbow, because of the ledger paper. And I used the Simple Vintage collection for everything except for the background here. I used the mat, the framing, and some leftover papers. I love using scraps, and then some embellishments as well from the collection. This is 49 in Market. This is the something artistry vintage. I want to say vintage artistry and serenity collection. I could be wrong on that. Don't quote me. I know it's serenity. I do know that. It's such a cute layout. I'll have, like I said, I'll have the stuff linked below. Here's the same collection using the laser elements. I just love them so much. This is using a base page. This is a 2-pager. This is using a 2 base pages because I had a ton of photos, and I did not make these together, but I decided to use them together because obviously they have a lot of the coordinating navies, this tan color, it's the same paper essentially. And then I used different items from the collection. Here I just layered 2 of the stickers, and then I just pulled the rest of the stuff from my stash for these. And there you have it, you guys. That is a lot of layouts I have to put away. Is that your most dreaded chore? It certainly is one of mine, for sure. But I hope you've enjoyed the flip through of all of those, and I hope that you will come back and see what we get into next. Bye for now.